Greetings, beautiful humans. I'm Demetria Ananaya, and welcome to In Toxic Living. As you know, this is the introductory week, and the first lesson is from the gift of self liberation. This is a consciousness, and we're learning right off the bat how to become manifesting agents of our dreams, desires, and what you deserve, right? So in this introduction, we're going to be talking about a lot of things. So I wanted to add this particular video in your library so that you have access to it. And for those who follow me on social media, Instagram, especially Facebook, I don't think I've ever posted it on YouTube. So you'll see how I speak into the mirror and what is being said and why it's being said. You're going to learn a lot about it. So, what this is the setup because in lesson one, in preparing to dissolve, which is our introductory module, right? We're having week one next week, but we're going to be doing a lot, talking a lot about a lot of different things. I'm so excited. I'm so amplified about this coaching. I cannot tell you. It has changed so many lives, and I'm so grateful to be the coach, healer, facilitator, Reiki master, Akashic record reader. All of that is going into this change cycle of life, and I'm grateful to be here in your alignment to do that with you. So, this is lesson one, the gift of self liberation. This is about radical freedom. And the reason why I put mirror magic right here is because I want you to be prepared about how to build the vibration. You know, we talk a lot about how you have to be the frequency, the vibration of what you're seeking to attract, but how do you do that? No one's talking about that. And so I want to be the one of the people in your life that share that power with you as we let go of negative thoughts. We have to clear these cycles and patterns, and they are starting with our thoughts and our feelings. And those two things together, thought plus emotion, equals belief. And what you believe to be true is what you're already manifesting through your subconscious. I'm going to help you become a conscious co-creator. And one of the techniques I use is mirror magic manifestations. And so you're going to hear deeper details in our introductory week. And it's our first week out. And we're going to be talking a lot about a lot of different things. But one of the most important parts, you're going to learn also in week two how to hold the vibration of the parts of you that have been diminished, the parts of your soul that you've given away or that you've shut down, that you don't operate in, so that you can reclaim, calling those cords back, pulling back your energy. No one's talking about that out there either. They're just saying reclaim yourself. But how do you do that? And mirror magic manifestations is that tool that we use, amongst other things. So the first thing that I want you to do is that I want you to really, really understand that your mirror is one of the reasons why I do it. And this is a teaching that I want to share with you is that we don't look at ourselves. We get ready and dressed in the morning and we're usually in a hurry. And if we're due, we're just putting on our makeup and we're looking at where, where to put what on our face, right? So in mirror magic manifestations, this is not about washing your face, brushing your teeth, doing your hair, doing your makeup. This is self care. I'm sorry, I said that. It is soul work. It is a soul process. We don't look at ourselves, and when we do, we're usually staring at social media or some other form of photographics. And when you are engaging in the looking of your own eyes, you get to see the entity that is actually living inside of you that has all the power. And then we talk about higher self, but it's not something outside of ourselves per se, because it is living inside of you. Okay, so when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you are looking at the part of you past all of the facade of the flesh, of what I call a meat suit for fun. And so bringing into the awareness that when you were looking at yourself, there needs to be a gaze, a stare, and it needs to be direct. And as you're going to learn in this week, module 1 and 2, what to focus on. That's the key. This isn't just about spouting out some affirmations, because your subconscious already knows firmly what you believe to be true, which is why we're not getting the results in our manifestation process. You already believe something to be true, truer than what you're saying. And also, the vibration of your manifestation, of your affirmation and intentions must match you. You can't say, I am worthy a billion times and not believe it, and then wonder why your manifestation process isn't working. Okay. So, we also can't say, I'm loved, I'm loved, I'm loved, and I am wealthy. If you have thoughts, beliefs, and emotions about money and wealth and your self-worth identity, I can guarantee you that the frequency of where you are is what you already believe to be true. I can guarantee that. And this is what's going to help you change that rapidly. So, this part is very important. So there is nothing else happening in the bathroom or wherever mirror you are using. Also, I want you to purchase dry erase uh, uh, eraser and markers to write down the things that you are hearing, because what your soul is going to speak to you isn't what you think you need to speak to yourself. And that's the other thing. A lot of times we're coming from the disposition already of lack, scarcity, fear, low self-esteem. We have all these other things happening inside of our thoughts when are there. And what you see on social media when I'm posting my own, you are seeing the soul. Now, of course, I get 90 seconds, right? A minute and a half, basically, of time to show the emotional release that is happening. It is going to be emotional. You are going to fall in love with yourself. So this is like you looking at what you call a soulmate. You are mating to yourself. Your soul is designed with unconditional love, and it is going to carry you. We're not going to be looking at the parts that are weak. We're not going to be looking at the parts that are diminished. We're not going to be looking at the parts that are lost. We are going to build up the parts that haven't been utilized by you in a really long time. Those parts of you that are, all of you, is your soul, but it is operating in toxic masculine. So we need to switch it to a frequency that is going to give you not only clarity and power, but a source of the reason why your soul, your humanness is already here on earth in the first place. So this mirror magic, I hope I got you all excited, because I love mirror magic. I've been doing it for a really, 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 really long time. And so I want you to set it up. So don't forget, this is not something that you're going to do quick, fast, in a hurry. Okay. This is not about what you're doing in the morning to get yourself all beautified, right? Take your time, do your beauty routine, love yourself, right? This is about connecting with a level of energy that is beyond where you are now. Because in the point of departure, you are going to see why this is so necessary to be doing right from the start. And I recommend that you do it every single day. I know it's something that you're like, oh my gosh, just one more thing that I have to do. It is. You will thank me for this when your manifestations, most people that are coming through this are starting to manifest what their point of departure is by week 4. And you want that to happen. We're talking 30 days. And that's why I call it the FL30X, right? These are techniques, methods, and formulas that are getting their results. I had a client in the last grouping who manifested $16 million. And I can tell you this stuff works. So we're talking spiritual wisdom, spiritual science, and technologies of healing arts. And one of them is to engage your soul. You have to engage your soul. You have to engage your soul. You have to engage your soul, or otherwise you're working from ego, subconscious, and your will. And you are going to overwork yourself. You are going to be tired and exhausted. And then you're going to be trying to be in control because of the fear. And this releases all of that off of the top, right? So we want to clear old patterns. We don't want to keep recreating old patterns, right? We want to step into the newness. And how you do that is you treat yourself and talk to yourself just like you do when you're talking to that sweet guy or girl. When you're out on that first date, it's all lovey-dovey, it's all sweet, it's all soft, and you're looking into their eyes and you're like, oh, you're perfect for me. Your soul is going to say that right back to you. It's going to help you overcome all the self-judgment and all the criticism, all the self-doubt, all the fears, all the hateful things that you say to yourself, all the ways that you put yourself down. You are going to witness yours sharing with you the love language like you've never heard it before. So you're going to learn more about this technique right up front. But what I want you to do for now is I just want you to congratulate yourself for being here. I want you to say to yourself, I'm grateful for you right now. It took a lot of courage to join this coaching. I had a lot of fears. I had a lot of doubts. Be honest, be real. I had a lot of fears and a lot of doubts. I didn't know what to expect. I still don't know what to expect. But I'm here for myself now. I'm here for myself now. And if you watch most of the social media versions of what I do, I always include this, and this is so important because you are reaffirming to yourself that you are making conscious choices to manifest your dreams, your desires, your passions, your soul purpose, love, money, whatever all of that is. But you are doing it from the self referring authority to self-liberate yourself from toxic living. And I'm Dimitri, and I want to thank you. Don't forget, start off with I'm here for myself now, and repeat it as many times until you feel a shift. You might feel it somewhere in your body, in your leg, in your shoulder, in your throat. You might feel like you need to look away, like you can't say it anymore, because somewhere in you is acknowledging I'm trying to be here for myself. And this is hard for me. This is really, really hard for me. I've never done anything like this. I've never been vulnerable with myself. I never allow myself to feel. And your soul is going to sweep you up, pick you up off your feet, and carry you. And then let it just flow out. We talk about being intuitive, but we don't know that our soul is the reference point of that intuitive conversation. It's actually, let me tell you, intuitive is a verb. And what it is the soul communicating with us and then our response in action. That's what's intuitive. We just knew to do it. We just knew to say it. We just knew it was the right place and the right time. That's how that's happening, is the soul. So it's time for you to connect with yours. I'm Dimitri Ananaya. I hope this is setting you on fire for all the things, but I want you to start that off right now. Day one, right here, go. And I will see you in session. Namaste.